Lens, a transparent optical device used to cover or diverge transmitted lights and to form images. Angle of view, the angle between two rays passing through the perspective center of a camera lens to two opposite corners of the format.
Here, telephoto, so as we proceed by increasing the focal length, the angle of view gets smaller and smaller. Notice that when you go from 100 millimeters to 200, you double the focal length and halve the angle of view. Notice that when we went from 50 to 100, same thing happened. So this is an important rule that you should remember, that when you double the focal length, the angle of view halves. If I double 100 to 200, the angle of view halves again.
Ratio. The zoom ratio for a camera or a lens is simply the comparison between these settings. Through a camera software may go beyond what a lens can provide.
35 times zoom versus the 20 times of the Q6035. But which camera will give you the most detailed image at maximum range?
The iris can be
F-stop.
controlled
Iris
by
tell you how
lens,
wide open the
dial
iris
inside
of
your camera,
lens is.
or by accessing a menu system on your camera. Opening your iris will allow more light to pass through, giving you a brighter exposure. It will also reduce the depth of field in your shot. The depth of field refers to how much area in front and behind your point of focus appears perceptibly sharp. Closing your iris down will let less light in, giving you a darker exposure. It will also increase your depth of field, meaning a larger area in front and behind your point of focus will look perceptibly sharp.
Control depth of field is a range of ways to control the depth of field.
From the foreground in front of the subject to the horizon miles beyond the subject. That helps set the feel for the picture. This picture displays a wide depth of field, which adds to the intrigue of the picture. We stare off into the far distance along with the subject.
A lint-free cleaning cloth and a protective folder for storage. The filter is attached to your display with 3M optically clear and washable adhesive strips. The adhesive is specially formulated to remove easily from your screen without leaving residue behind. Now for the application. Choose either the glossy or the anti-glare side as your viewing surface. Place that side down on the table. Clean both your filter and screen with the lint-free cloth. Next, apply the adhesive strips to the filter. Refer to your enclosed instructions for recommended locations to place the adhesive strips. To start, grab hold of one end of an adhesive strip and peel it up. Holding both ends of the strip, align it parallel to the side of the filter. Then attach one end of the filter and run your finger along the strip with light pressure. Next, remove the protective blue top film. Repeat the process to apply in each additional location per the enclosed instructions. Now it's time to put the filter on your display. Align the filter along the bottom of the screen and apply pressure on the sides as you affix it from bottom to top. That's it. Small air bubbles under the adhesive should go away within a few hours. To remove your filter, pull from the center and gently bend it toward you to release it from the screen. If you keep the adhesive clean, you can reposition your filter hundreds of times. If your adhesive strips get dirty, you can wash them. Simply run the strips under warm water, rub gently, then reuse once the strips and filter are dry. For storage, you can leave your filter on your screen or place it in the enclosed storage folder. Now,
Microphotograph is producing photographs of small items larger than life size.
And this is like a big magnifying glass that you screw onto the end of a lens, just like a filter. My favorite way to make any lens a macro lens is to use an extension tube. Extension tubes are simply spacers. They simply move your lens farther away from the camera body. They go in between the lens and the camera body, and they attach just like a lens would. So here I'm going to put this 20 millimeter extension tube onto this camera body, and that will decrease the lens's minimum focusing distance. I'll take a quick test shot to see how much closer I can get now. As you can see, with the help of the extension tube, that's close enough to fill the entire frame with just the center of the flower.
Follow focus is the focus control used in filmmaking with films, cameras, and television production
Some
with
type of standard
professional
rail
video
system like this
cameras.
JAG 35 DSLR baseplate and a lens gear. So the first thing you need to do is mount your camera to the rail system. Now you want to make sure that the camera is nice and secure on the base plate, so you don't want the camera rotating as you pull focus. Next, mount the lens gear onto the focus ring of your lens. So what I like to do, especially on these autofocus lenses, is focus the lens at infinity, so I know where I'm starting from. Then the lens gear mounts onto the front of the lens and tighten with the thumb screw. Finally, mount your follow focus. Loosen the thumb screw and slide it on the front of the rails. Align the drive gear with the lens gear and push it in. Hold a little bit of pressure, pushing the drive gear into the lens gear as you tighten the thumb screw. Like that. Okay, that's it. You're ready to roll. Thanks for checking it out. I hope you found this tutorial useful.